Now, today I want to talk about that heart and soul again and show what I was doing. We're talking about learning how to improvise. So as you can see, with that progression that we started with, I'm doing things that everybody's done. So we wouldn't say that we've never heard that before, or we've never heard sounds like that before. What we would say is that that's the first time I've done them that way. And if I tried to do that again, it would have to be different because I didn't memorize it. It wasn't presented or practiced. It was something I just did as soon as I turned the camera on. That's improvisation. So what we did today, you'll notice I combined maybe a little bit of the jazz voicings and the sound of jazz certainly, but here's what we're looking at as far as structure. Our first chord is C, and so I was using the idea of the fourths voicing and also the guide tones. The third and seventh of chords is really beautiful when you're playing slow like that and getting acquainted with the terrain. So the third is E, and the 7 is B, and the 9 is D. Those are really great notes to play on a C, and my left hand I was playing tenths. So this is a rolling tenth, a soft, quiet kind of rolling tenth. And then I was going, so I was thinking in eighth notes, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Now, I'm not sure that's what I did, but that's what I'm thinking. I'm always feeling that pulse underneath, and that dictates what I come up with. So if you want to learn how to do that, it's very easy. You just have to practice a little, develop your hand so you can play some of those patterns or play some arpeggios, and then you think of notes you want to target, and so that's what this is about. I'm just giving you some really nice notes today to target so you can create and experiment. Now, we wouldn't have to have that much movement. We could do it very slow. There's 7. And now I'm going to go to the A minor. Notice this is going to be 9 on the A minor. And then I think I'll just, since I'm hearing it, and that's the beauty of this mystery, I'm actually just going to go up to F for my D minor. And I'm going to hit the A. And now for the G, I'm going to actually do a sus chord because I'm hearing that. So that's what I'm going to play. There's my sus. So you might not say this is jazz. Somebody else will come on and say it's nothing. Someone else will come on and say this is really great, and maybe nobody will say anything at all. But the point is, if you want to be able to improvise, you start very simple, as I always say, and you get in touch with those little basics that always sound good. And you build from there your personality, your technique. How are you going to get from A to B, point A to point B, that is. So I'm going to go through slowly again and talk a little more specifically now about those guide tones as options, and then we'll leave it there for this time. So we know the guide tones of a chord are 3rd and 7. So this is the C major 7, and then we know that 3rd and 7 of an A minor is C and G. Now I'm going to do that again. Now I'm going to go to D minor. And now I'm going to go to G7. I had 3rd on the bottom of all of them. 3rd and 7, 3rd and 7. So we'll do it this way. 3 and 7, 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 3 and 7. And I'm playing the root and 5th in the left hand so you really hear the grounding and the color. So now my first option is, here's 3 and 7. Instead of going to the 3rd and 7 on this one this way, I could do that, but I'm going to go up. So I'm going to take this and I'm going to go up to 7 and 3. You can see that. Now when I go to my D minor, I have nothing at all in movement, and there's my 3rd. And then I have this little thing down here, gets me to the G. I'm going to do it again, nice and slow. When you put that with the left hand and break them, and then you add a little bit of scale, C major scale. You can see there's amazing possibilities. There's a whole world waiting for you to just experiment with. And if you want more challenge, then just take it by circle of fifths, transpose that to the other keys. Go to the key of F, that will bring even more things in. And we'll cover more as time goes on, but I want to go very slow, and I don't want to put out long videos on some of these. I just want to get the information to you so you can start using it immediately. Don't forget, you can do all of that with your jazz voicings. See you next time.